Better than Lego. Better than Lego.
Matty Johns is in position for a long-range shot. He's with it now, Matty Johns. Here goes the kick from Johns.
Welcome to the Johns Family Podcast for this week. And if someone sounds a little bit chipper, the countdown is on. Not long till I go to Paris, or France, should I say, because I might be going to Lille and Marseille.
And if someone's sounding even more chipper, it's because someone's going.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
and if Trish gets annoying in anyone's ear today, she's had a coffee and she's extremely hyper, aren't you?
I know, it was only one, my same order, but I think there must have been a little bit more coffee in it than normal.
Yeah.
I also haven't been sleeping very well, so I'm a little...
I wonder why.
Yeah. Tossing and turning. Guilty conscience.
Guilty as charged. Yeah, really exciting. We're excited to see you go over there, Big
Yep.
M.
Oh, yeah. What do you, yeah, okay.
And we've got some surprises.
Have you?
yeah,
yeah.
because we're going to keep the podcast going while you're not here.
What?
But it's going to be
Wait.
little surprises.
Do you think the show stops? Do you think the show mustn't go on when you leave?
Apparently.
I mean, you're
Apparently it
important,
does.
Huh?
but you're not imperative.
Yeah, I got a feeling, though, that someone, I was about to say, is about to jump into my grave, but I'm not
Fletch.
dead yet. Maybe someo's hoping that I'll die soon
Well,
because I'm looking at you.
You should see. You should see what they're rebranding the podcast to.
What?
They've got a. I got sent the visual yesterday. It's like the Cooper Johns podcast.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I hate to see it plummeting in the charts. Oh, by the way, sorry, guys, I'm just going to put that on. Just put, for people for audio, I put on my Australian hat, my Australian. The missile, James Magnuson texted me the other day and said, Matty, I'm a little concerned. The outfit they've given us, we're going to look like athletes. And I went, sorry, where's the concern in that?
You're very kitted out.
Oh,
You're
Yeah.
extremely kitted out. You've got all
Try a
the all
bucket
the
hat
gear.
on, brother.
on my
I seen
news
you come
call.
out.
Super Ganali.
You come out last night in all your gear. There's no way you can wear it all together.
No.
I did comment on that. I said if you wear
I
that
would
all
hope
together over in France, they will spit on you.
I look like a scout.
You did look
don't-
like a scout.
and
You
there's
look like a
this one.
boy
Everything
scout.
was quite oversized and baggy.
This one's the bucket hat, people. This one is for if I decide to go fishing in the Seine. There it is. Catch one of those
No.
those three-eyed fishes.
There's no logoing on that? Or have you got it on back to front?
Let me just check that.
Because I almost expect...
I think it's
I think it's
inside
No,
out.
you know what? I almost expect that there is like a neck flap that comes out of
Oh,
that.
one of those Sahara caps.
Almost.
Geez, that'd be cool.
Not
That is
really.
cool. Safari.
Well,
yeah.
given the proximity
No
of
melanoma on your neck.
France to Northern Africa, maybe one of those hats,
You might need to throw it to me. I might need to
those French
investigate that.
Foreign Legion sort of hats.
Yeah, we used to make the kids at school wear the
You
poor
got to be
little
careful, Dad,
buggers.
because if you wear hats a lot, it can reduce your hairline. Apparently.
Oh, be careful.
Oh,
Don't want to rub
little
any of
late,
that
mate.
growth away. Oh, no, it's just aeration vents.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
You're sweet.
Oh,
Yeah,
how
I do know
good.
It hasn't been that hot over there.
Just a
Yeah.
just a little question, and I know we're going to do one more before we go away, but a few things I want to run past you guys, because as you know, what happens is when we travel, and we had a meeting yesterday with all the news people about going over there, and they were giving us all the details. I literally started sweating. You see, because what happens is when Trish and I travel overseas, Trish takes care of everything. Sometimes I say to Trish, please let me be a man or a big boy and I can do this, and she won't allow me to.
Oh, that's
I've
what a
realised
liar.
now.
I'd love someone to
she's-
take control.
She's trying to render me useless.
Yeah.
So that when I go on trips like this, I'll basically will have no idea and
Mate,
maybe get kidnapped.
I've been saying that to you for years,
What's that?
mate. She's stripping down all your skills so that you become reliant. So she can
Is that
control
right?
you like a puppet.
Yeah.
Is
Hello,
that
puppet.
right?
Like tonight, I said, please let me cook. I want to get a nice roast lamb, slow cooked. And she goes, no.
Well, that's the thing. Even when you guys make love, I listen and I see it all the time. She doesn't let you be dominant. You just have to lay there and she does all the work.
Cobber, if you had to book your own flights, what's the first step you'd go to do?
I'd call the booking agent.
I know. Do you have one? Who's our travel agent?
But you can
Steve.
do. But like if you
Nah.
didn't, but if you don't need to book through a travel agent. Like if you were just booking.
Buddy, he can't even get onto a website. Seriously.
You're such an imbecile.
Jeez, yeah.
And this is the first time he's going, like France, without me to help interpret.
How'd you go in Germany for the World Cup years ago, Cobber? What was that, 2000?
2006.
2006.
That was pretty good because it's very strange. Most Germans speak English,
Yeah.
but more to the point, are happy to speak English. Where in France, you know, like I've got a whole folder there. They've given me a thing with words to say things to say. Like, for instance, they said you've got to attempt. When we go over there, you attempt the language.
You know, with you, how can you
Bonjour.
order a beer?
Bonjour.
Bonjour,
Want a
that's
beer?
a starter.
Want a beer?
Une bière, s'il vous plaît.
I know how to order it in Spanish. Cerveza.
Well, that's
Yeah.
not going to help.
Para favor.
I don't know why Spanish would be useful.
Oh, well, it's
over
pretty close to the border, mate.
there. Is it?
Eh?
Yeah,
it
they
is.
do border
Yeah, they
with
share
one another.
borders.
Oh, righto.
Again, Trish, would have took you to a better school.
I know.
I went to a really good school.
I've submitted a refund request.
Just quickly, we're going to say while we're on that subject, we just had the New South Wales Premier, Chris Minns, here
I
for an
know.
interview.
Minzy.
I'm a
Minzy.
big fan.
He's going to be playing
Massive.
next Monday. But when because he's with Labor. By the way, letting you know, people, we did not talk in depth at politics and policy, and it was more about his life. But he's Labor. As he left, I heard Trish say to, Cooper say to Trish, Labor and Liberal, I've got no idea.
I know.
What is each? What? And
Yeah, what is each? Do you want to tell me now? Because he was sitting there talking about, and like not that I'd let it affect the podcast. I was an ultimate professional in it. I was just acting like I knew.
Right.
But I'm not somebody who, not saying I'm not interested in the political world, but I'm not across it.
Jack, do you know
There were a few questions.
difference between Labor and Liberal?
In terms of like they sort of like the people they represent,
That's
the industries
exactly
they
right.
represent.
Yeah, go,
Although it
Jack.
has switched slightly.
It has, and it's
changed.
melding a little bit. It's not
Yeah,
as
but what- no,
differentiated as
but
it
let
once
him
was.
What is the
Good
difference?
call.
Like labor industries, like you got your mining, you got your hands on essentially.
Yeah,
Yeah.
working class.
Your workers,
Jack.
yeah.
See,
Whereas
call 'em-
Liberals,
well-
traditional, like you're more
Well,
capitalist.
hang on, Cooper. Don't you try and spin this off like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Try and finish off my own sentence.
Yeah, more business.
So
owners.
At one stage, Cooper actually in the interview said, "Oh yeah, like I feel like my generation."
why do I sound like a
No.
16-year-old girl?
Yeah, why do
Let him be.
He
Yeah.
goes, oh, like why do people like? I can only speak for myself and my generation or my age group. Do we like? We're not interested in politics. Actually, Coop, there are a lot of people our age that are interested in politics.
Yeah.
I said that's not the question I
It's just
asked.
your people.
Dad spoke about how when he was a kid, they used to get up and they used to watch the election, and then
Yeah,
people would be on the
result.
streets cheering. And I said, why do you think that the current generation? They're not doing that. They're a lot less interested than when you guys. They don't stay up and watch the election online. Why do you think that is?
I think because phones as well. People are watching it individually. Back in the day, in a household, you had one TV.
Yeah,
so
everyone's
everyone
around
was
it.
gathered around
exactly.
the TV.
So I'm actually right in that sense. Whereas when Jack does an impersonation of me, sounding like a prepubescent
Who are you
teenage
trying to
girl,
sound like right now? Because it sounds like you're trying to put on a deeper voice to
Yeah.
try
Yeah,
and
try
make
to-
yourself
This
more
is-
masculine.
Yeah,
Sound like
it
a
is.
real
I'm
man.
not putting this on. This is what I sound like when Daddy's
And now that
angry.
you're 25,
Wait for me to finish, coffee lady. When Daddy gets angry, this is what Daddy sounds like.
don't call yourself daddy. That's sick.
No,
Well,
I was
no.
talking to Dad.
No, I'll tell you.
Ugh.
I don't know if you realise, Coop, but Trish, you'll back this up. This is like it's very hard to get a real sense of what you sound like. I'll tell you how you sound like. When you're talking to Chris Minns, you're going, yeah. So, what movies are you into?
Why do I sound like Christopher Walken?
No.
That's not Christopher Walken.
And
You know.
and so, and what about this? The last question, which is always at your funeral, or when the day comes and you pass, what song do you want as the coffin's going down the aisle? And Cooper did. This is what he said to the Premier. He goes, "Let's just imagine that you get a disease this year
Oh,
due
Jesus.
to all the pressure you're under, and you die." And I said, "Whoa!
Cooper, is that how you worded it?
We'll edit around it.
Feel free
Oh,
to
my
cough
Lord.
Can
all
we
you
talk
want."
about the security that were at the house this morning?
I love security. I want security. I want people
GBH
here
security.
with ear things,
We
ear
are-
pieces. I love it.
Obviously, like politicians have their security teams. with
Yeah.
them. He had this security team at the house. Like they were there like half an hour before he got here, and
Hey.
they were almost. There was a team inside the house and also a small team outside checking the perimeter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
I was
also
very-
a group of, I don't know if you guys saw them, there was
love
a
it.
submarine just off the coast, just because we're obviously right on the beach, basically in the water.
in international waters.
Yeah. Obviously. And there was a SEAL Team 6 that was out there in the submarines.
Yeah.
And they were just making sure
And
there was no animals coming
And the
in.
tank that came just rolling down the street. There's certain things about my life you guys don't know about. I'm pretty badass.
Oh.
Right,
Do you think there was any part of the security team that thought when like you two shook hands that you were at all a physical threat to Chris?
What do you think?
no.
I'm like a Vladimir Putin, and I had like a poison pen. I was
No.
going to touch
Just
with him.
physically, like that you could have grabbed him and hurt him in any way.
I think that I could have. Yeah, I could have got him in one of those holds, and
He's
there
just
when I get to one of those holds, there is no escape.
Sorry, Trish. He's what?
he's just a very normal, likable fellow.
Oh, that's your opinion, Trish.
I'm really impressed with him.
No, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, no, really, really
So
happy that he's leading our
Trish,
state.
what caught your insightful eye this week, darling?
Loads.
God,
Okay,
just nail it down to 6.
so Sunday was Bastille Day.
It's Cooper's birthday.
And it was Cooper's birthday. But on Saturday, Matt and I were in the city, and I couldn't believe how many French people were in there. And I was sort of wondering, were they in town for Bastille Day, or were they Parisians?
Fly to Australia for Bastille Day.
No, they might have been.
Bastille Day?
Bastille Day is the day of the French Revolution.
Yeah, stormed the Bastille.
No, potentially there was a big thing on a circular quay. So it could have been that other people, like French people from around Australia, came to Sydney for the weekend. But the other thing I thought, with Paris hosting the Olympics, starting like next week essentially, maybe a lot of the Parisians and other people of France have left the country. That does happen a lot when people hold Olympics. They don't want to be in town for all the crowds.
We're getting out of Dodge. So here's the thing.
And they come to Sydney.
All the all the planes from around the world are going one way.
Yeah, that's
on
true.
Packed flights. I would imagine
Yeah.
leaving France, they'd be very, very cheap airfares.
Yeah, that's right. 'Cause there were just loads. Everywhere I went, like I could just hear French accents.
Can I ask a quick
They're
question?
grudge holders.
When I just heard Dad say that all the planes like fly in one direction, not the band, like in one direction, as in general direction, like
5
north
seconds
south.
of summer.
Do you think it's possible that if, let's say on TV, there was a global message, everybody in like 5 seconds, on the count of 3, everybody jumped to the left,
The world will tilt.
Oh, shit.
and all the
Are you
cars
back
and everything, would we be able to make the world, the entire globe move?
No.
If we all, as a unit, as a human race, billions and billions of people, we move in the same direction at once, could we make the world
No.
move?
You so are a conspiracy theorist. Theorist?
I would
an
think of
idiot.
it the same as one, we don't have enough weight, but even if we did, Cooper, I feel like it. You know how like when you're jumping out of a moving car, and you're not.
No, I don't know that because
Yeah,
I've never done it.
Well, think about if you're
haven't.
moving out of a speeding car, you're gonna keep moving in that direction. even when
Inertia.
you're out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Inertia. Thank you,
Yeah,
Cobber.
inertia.
My man, Isaac Newton over there.
Okay, because
swear.
remember our Cooper here, our little rocket scientist.
Space cadet.
Remember when we were talking about how coming back to Australia is often shorter. The flight time is shorter due to the winds.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if we corrected it. And then Cooper went ahead and said, "Oh no! Isn't it because like you flying the same direction that the world is spinning, therefore it's
Rotation.
quicker?" And then we all kind of went for a minute.
Maybe.
Hang on, it made me think. So I took it to like a very smart neighbour of ours who's studying like quantum physics, like
Who's that?
Dom.
He does. Dom
he does-
studies the quantum realm.
Yeah, he's
luckily,
like
the
Guys.
quantum
something
realm.
that I don't even understand.
was
So I threw it to
scoffing
him.
for the sake of the podcast.
And do you know what? He didn't even dismiss it. He went, "Let me think about it." And he came back to me and went, "No,
Yeah, well, it's
no."
very
And there
clever.
was a reason.
So see that sort of thinking, how I think
it
outside the
wasn't.
box.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I thought you were having a go at me at the start.
No,
and now I
no.
realize,
But I was
No.
just thinking, I don't think we ever corrected it for our listeners.
No, no, no.
Thinking going on, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I do think there is a world where if we got all the planes, all the cars, all the animals, and we all moved in one direction, maybe we all stand on the same latitude and we all move in the same direction. There is a possibility we could do something to Earth.
Cause a little shift.
Yeah, but
I don't
Matt-
know what.
okay, Cooper.
Trish, coffee lady. I don't know what it is, but we'll do something. Now you go.
Okay, why don't
Okay,
you start
Cooper,
a thing? Jump
because
left,
of the
eh?
because of a new movement, because of the number of people in the world, it would be so spread.
Yeah, and I think there's enough people. Maybe if the population of the Earth was higher, Cooper, but I just don't think there's enough.
What about if we did a
Right.
mass count and 3, 2, 1, everyone jumped to the left simultaneously? It could
Have
be a
you been
movement.
listening to this
Do
conversation?
you remember when I said that
Oh,
right
my
at the
Lord.
start?
Yeah, but I'm saying let's start that day. Jump
Oh,
to the
right.
left day.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Well, we do the
The only-
cha-cha slide.
The only thing
The
is
what?
you got to get it right.
Slide to the left.
You got to get it right because what can happen
It's
is
to the left.
other people could get there. What is left here for me, other people might
It's
be
there,
facing the
right.
other way. This is a
Oh,
problem.
and then
Yeah.
you get the people that don't know left and right.
Yeah.
And then you
You
get
have
the
to
people.
use the you'd have to use the sun, I guess.
I don't know. Food for thought. Maybe there's a smarter person out there than me. I've just given them the idea. They can run with it from
How
there.
about that? How about that, Cooper? Maybe there's a person that's smarter than me.
Yeah.
Just says a lot about
Yeah.
Cooper, doesn't
It's
it?
like it's like that person in the room who always goes, "Oh, look, for whatever not that my opinion counts, but no, what they're saying is my opinion is number one." It's like saying, "Look, there's probably people in the world smarter than me. What you're thinking in your little monkey brain is I'm the smartest."
I saw a monkey brain.
Yeah.
I have
It's actually a stupid person that doesn't think that there are smarter people than
So
them.
did you just call Cooper?
Oh, Trish, don't talk yourself down.
No, you know how those people that actually think that their
do you know
opinion
what's-
is the best and
You know, it's embarrassing. I don't like getting.
they're crazy.
I don't like getting
Well
bullied
done.
straight after my 25th birthday because I just turned 25 on the weekend.
Oh, really? I
Oh.
thought.
Has
20
that
ya?
maturity kicked in, honey?
I
I
thought
don't
when
know.
you turn 25, you become a man. But
Well, when you
obviously I
turn
was wrong.
apparently when you turn 25, your brain's fully developed. So this is it for me.
Oh God, that's scary.
That is
Yeah,
very
I know.
scary.
No. There's lots more hope for you.
No.
Get,
You
put
got
up with
plenty-
more of these opinions.
Yeah, it got
Yeah.
delayed a bit by the drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, maybe amazing.
Now, how was your birthday, Coops?
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. It was. To be fair, I didn't do much.
Yeah, you were hungover the whole
Yeah,
time.
because we couldn't find you till midday.
Yeah. No, we weren't allowed to do anything with him on his birthday. He dismissed us and said, "No, you will take me out for lunch on the Friday."
I didn't say
we
you
went,
will.
"Oh, why?" And he's like, "Well, I'm going to be busy the rest of the time." I went, "Oh, righto."
Oh well, I knew I was going for a few beers on Saturday. I knew Jack was going for a few beers on Saturday. I didn't. The last thing I feel like doing on my birthday was getting up and going for lunch or something.
Didn't
like
like
that.
where we. Let's just say where we went to lunch was extremely average. I'm
You
not going
didn't
to say the
like
location.
I loved it.
It was extremely
I-
average.
Yeah. I don't think it was. I don't think it was that bad. I
Oh, I thought it was lovely.
Would you go back?
I think it's not enough to say.
I'd go
that-
back.
Oh, I'd
Yeah.
go
The
back.
The
I think
margaritas
it's
were good.
enough to make
And
an
the
enemy
food
out
is
of people.
insane.
Yeah,
And the location's beautiful.
I didn't enjoy it.
Well, mate, you had a
There's
Caesar
a lot of
salad.
old people in there. Smell of death.
Yeah, in fairness, Cobber,
There
you
were a lot of
you
old
ordered
people.
a Caesar salad.
Yeah.
Chicken Caesar salad.
Yeah,
and the,
yeah,
but what are
the
you
chicken was
thinking?
not good.
Oh,
What are you
really?
thinking there?
Oh, no, I'm just going out there on a limb.
Okay. Oh, that's a
what were you
shame. Well, he
thinking
won't
with-
be going back.
Some of them they had beautiful pastas, meats, fish on there, and
Oh,
you
yeah,
decided to get a chicken Caesar salad.
I am regretting not having the Moreton Bay bug risotto. Anyway, I changed my mind at the last second and I paid the price.
Where's the best chicken Caesar salad you've ever had, Cobber? Because like if you one to remember, bloody better be good.
Yeah, because it's a favourite of mine. So
I
if
tell
I
you who's
order
got really good Caesar salad. Grilled.
Really?
Grilled have got a very, very good
Do they?
chicken Caesar salad.
I didn't even know they had Caesar salad.
Yeah, I've had.
Yeah.
They used to when I was at the Storm after every game, grilled in the sheds after every game.
Mate,
But unfortunately, they deliver it at half time because they had to make so many burgers and chips for all the
cold.
staff. By the time we get in there, soggy chips,
Oh, no.
soggy bun,
oh no.
and nobody like I
Oh.
can now. But like for a while there, it's like I'd imagine it's like when you have the same food every day. It's like, oh, I need a break from it. But grilled is a great feed. I do like
Was
it.
Soggy chips, bad way to top off a bad loss.
Oh, we rarely lost
Oh,
down there.
really?
Yeah, yeah.
Was it Grill that you did that little skit for?
Yes. Yeah, that was
That was
the,
cute. The
I
bear?
don't know if cute
It was
was
cute.
I don't
The
know if
bear?
Cute was the. What are you yelling at me? Why
Was
are
it
you
a
yelling
bear?
at me for?
Stop
There was a
yelling
bear.
at
in-
us, Trish.
Thank
What
you.
is going on? What is up with you today, you lunatic?
I don't know. I've been feeding kookaburras. Baby kookaburras.
Jack went to Knights and Manly played last weekend, and
Yeah.
Jack went down to watch his good friend Matty Croker play
Yeah,
his 50th game.
Croak played his
Ah.
50th. Jacko Hastings played his 100th. And then Dill was playing as well.
Dill
And
Lucas,
everyone would have
yeah.
seen Dill from last year. He's always making an appearance in the potty. Yeah, it was actually not the best game for him. It was
What was it? 46-6?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So, but a lot of boys out. Bradman's, Kalen, Gags are all in Origin camp,
Yeah.
and a
It's
few
tough.
injuries. So.
The boys were in it till about 5 minutes into the game. Up to their eyeballs, and then suddenly things just went awry.
But Manly had a few out too. Who'd they have out? Daly?
Just their
Jake?
two captains, Cherry and
Yeah.
Jake Chivori.
And
Yeah,
Tom,
sure.
Tom captain.
Tom was very good, wasn't he? Yep.
He
Yep.
was.
Tom was good.
Good to see him doing well.
Yeah, at fullback too. When they
Good.
that Jamie Humphreys,
Very
Oh,
good.
the seven?
Good
he
fella.
was good and signed with South Sydney.
He's gone south.
Wayne's too smart.
Gone
Oh,
south.
very good.
And by the way, Lehigh Hopewadi, what a
How
star.
good is he?
Yeah. He's
What
free.
is-
That's nice.
What a star.
Some of his touches, we were sitting in the grandstand there at the north end, right where he was scoring those late tries in the game. And there was one where Tom hit him on the 3-on-2, right? And he caught the ball just a bit deep, and Dill took him out, right?
Yeah.
I just saw Tom and him start chatting to each other, and then 2 seconds later, 2 tries later in that game, and he just got a bit flatter and just burnt the winger each time.
It's
good.
yeah. You saw Tom just telling his positioning was a bit off, and he Lehigh obviously fixed it. But I'd imagine because Lehigh came in debuted at fullback this year, they didn't really know. He trained with us a little bit last year. Didn't really know what position he was. He trained at centre and stuff. They didn't really know what he was actually going to be. Obviously, got his chance at fullback this year, and he's been playing outstanding. But then you've seen him on the weekend play on the wing, and he's just as good there. He looks like a young Will Hopwadi.
He's a pure player.
Yeah.
You showed me that try where he flicked it.
Simultaneous.
And you said, this is so hard to do, you have to watch it.
Mate,
so I sat
running
there and
at full
watched it.
tilt.
It was impressive.
Luke Brooks does the kick across field, 50-metre kick across field, and it's not a traditional end over end. It's sort of floating.
Yeah.
He just catches it in outstretched hands and simultaneously throws it inside to Ruben.
He's
Garrett.
very silky. I think now that Tommy's back too, they got to find a place for him somewhere. He's a bit like Suafalongo down at Melbourne, where he's just got to put him in the side somewhere. CB boy.
Yeah.
But I think
CB
playing
boy.
with Turbo is going to be huge for him. Like just that little subtlety that Jack said we saw. Like it's going to be huge for his game.
That's a very interesting observation you made there, Coops, because how they were attacking Manly. What I really liked about Manly's attack is they had traditional stagger in their back line. So usually these days people they play sheer, it's like flat.
Yeah.
But what they were doing, they were actually going. They knew they could strip them short to 3-on-2, and then the winger and the centre bought a little bit of depth, and they staggered off the way they used to take advantage of
it. What do they
it.
call that a Melbourne wave? Do they call that wave?
You're talking about where they get deep and kind of sprint. It's called
because the
slingshot.
Yeah, the Sharkies do it a lot with Nico, where they come on and it's almost like they're extra deep and they're coming on more sideways than to straighten up.
Yes, it makes it an easier pass and harder to hit them outside in. But these guys, Manly was straight, but they're just traditional staggered. Now, what happens is by that, so what that does in turn, if they defend up outside in, it gives you time to go through the hands. But if they sort of sit sometimes sheer in defence, sorry Trish, then it won't. You can't take advantage of it. Hence why he's gone up. Tom said to Lehigh, hop in reverse stagger. So you're in front of the winger and I can throw it.
Yeah.
You're in front of the centre, I can throw it to you straight.
You can actually, and the fullback can see the winger so much easier.
Yeah, so we got there.
Yeah, eventually we got there right in the end.
I tell you what, on that amazing observation for me, let's take a really quick break so we can suck in the big ones and we'll be straight back. Welcome back. Trisha, you told me before you want to talk about me admiringly.
I know.
No, well, I've got a few. Remember that I had a few quotes last few weeks back of yours, and I've just been noting a few more this week.
Right.
One that you threw out there that I've never heard before this term used. I wouldn't wear that to a rock fight.
What context was that in? Do you remember the context?
I put a T-shirt on, and Trish goes, "Oh, that's not too bad." And I went, "Really? I wouldn't wear this to a rock fight." It's like when someone turns up somewhere and they got shit gear on.
Yeah.
And you always say, "Oh, where you been? You've been to a rock fight, have you?" Because hence you would wear
shit clothes
to a rock fight.
Because a rock fight. Well, nothing's going to happen at a rock fight, right?
What is a rock fight?
A rock fight is when people throw rocks at each other. Remember
Oh,
when you
is
were a kid
it?
and you'd have rock fights? Yeah.
Never done that.
No, never.
Yeah, I've never done that.
We never threw rocks.
Oh,
What's
mate,
wrong
see,
with
back
you?
in the good old
Jack
days.
threw a couple of, and Cooper did too, Matchbox cars at each other's.
Yeah, Cooper used to
Hot Wheels.
Cooper just we had to get a box for him, like with a lock on it.
I
because
did.
When he was
Little
like
port.
real young, he used to throw like those Hot Wheels cars in my head and split my head open all the time.
Yeah, don't worry. You
Not all the
threw
time.
one at another child, a football player's son, and
Oh.
I saw him like 20 years
yeah.
later, and he still brought it up. I went, get over it, mate.
Yeah,
Who
I
was
know.
it? Who was it?
No, I'm not going to say.
What team did he play for?
Geez, let me think about that. No, I can't
Okay,
remember.
the other one, because Matt is still meant to go and have a blood test from a year ago, and he says to me, "Oh, you just want the life insurance." And I'm like, "What?"
true.
I'm like, "Mate, I want you to go to make sure you're healthy, so there's no life insurance
That's not
necessary."
that great a quote.
Matthew.
Yeah,
No, that's just ridiculous. And
Be
FYI,
very careful.
Doctor was the one.
Have you got another quote there for us?
What a doctor's name.
Yeah. And then he was being a bit nicer to me. He went, your vanity is sickening. And his other one is Barbarians is the best movie I've ever seen. It is the biggest piece of gigantic poo I've ever watched in my life.
Pig's ass. It's wonderful.
It's horrible.
you've
It's
got a,
amateur and it's awful. You were going, oh, it's so clever. I'm going, there's nothing clever about it.
Incredibly clever.
It's
It's a brilliant story, and
absolutely not.
it's clearly above your mental pay grade.
Intelligent.
I actually got
Must
some
be.
feedback for you
All
too,
those
Cobber.
degrees,
I got
I'm
a
sorry.
message last night from Matthew and Dill, who are at the Knights at the moment.
Give them
they
their
live
surname
together.
so you can spell
Matthew, Matt Croker and Dill Lucas, they're living together now with Bradman, now that I've moved back down here. Watching movie of the week from Matthew's show, Barbarian that he recommended, it's f***ed up. I thought it was a thriller. This shit is super scary, but we're not quitters. And then they went on to say, but then a demon showed its boobs and it sort of hooked us.
it out. Yeah. Well, a couple of mental midgets
Droopy
there.
boobs, I might add too. It was
I mean,
gross.
not quitters is a pretty bit of a stretch after watching them play against
Yeah, I
Man.
know. When did they change that policy?
Yeah, literally. Jesus. Oh, all right. Is that
No,
number
but they are
quotes?
excellent players, and they should keep
No.
their spot in the team.
Yeah, they are. They are very good. Is that the quotes? Very good. Okay, I have got a game for you guys.
Yes.
Jack,
Better
you
be
take
good.
this. Hopefully we can turn this around, coffee lady. Dad, oh yeah, you take that. So I have 5 questions on the sheets for you. I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds. After I give you guys a letter, you're going to write down your answers for each of those. And then from there, you're going to read them out. Ready?
I love it when you take charge.
Starting in 3,
Okay.
2, 1, go. Okay, you get them down there as quick as possible. Don't look at me.
So is each letter different?
Oh, sorry. The letter is C.
Oh,
Forgot
for
to
all
say-
of them?
Forgot to say that. Letter is C for all of them. Okay, that is your letter. You have to put an answer in that fits all of those categories.
Yeah.
Go.
Oh,
So for each one, 10
I
seconds.
can't read this right. Are you?
Yeah, your handwriting is atrocious, Coops.
Let's lose the attitude for the
Nickname.
rest of the podcast.
Maybe try writing bigger.
Okay, Jack. Starting with you. Let's go with the first question, which was, name something you can find in your garage.
A car.
I'll accept that. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
same
pretty,
car. Pretty
Maddie,
basic.
what did you have?
Cat food?
I mean, could you put cat
if
food?
you buy in bulk, I guess so.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you're storing it in there, yeah.
Yeah. It sounded in
Tabby,
Cumber-
yes, no, maybe. Okay,
Yeah.
yes, we'll give that a point each.
And it might be one of those
Everybody
internal garages,
get a tick.
attached to the house.
Number 2, something you can't wash in the dishwasher. Something you cannot wash in the dishwasher. Matthew, start with you.
My conscience.
It starts with a C, Cobber.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it
is
does.
that's what it is.
Conscience.
I was thinking my conscience.
You know.
Started with an
Oh
M.
no, conscience. I suppose. I mean, it's creative. Yeah, I give you that.
Carafe.
What's that?
A carafe, like a carafe. It's got a long neck. It's a carafe of wine or a carafe of water. So you can't put it in the dishwasher
That
because
really
you need to
sounds
clean
like
it.
a K, Trishy.
That's not a C.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm a
We'll
very good
Google that.
speller.
Jack, what about you?
Car.
A car. I don't think I can't give you that because that wouldn't even fit in a dishwasher in the first
true.
place.
But
Yeah.
With Jack, Dad and Mum, you're 2. Jack, you're on 1.
that's harsh.
Well, I'm
You
the
know
quiz
what?
marker.
And your conscience is an inanimate object, so I think he doesn't get
But
it
I
either.
think it's creative because you can't wash a conscience.
That's
I get what
right.
you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's the
Then what's religion?
Maybe he
what's religion
washes it in the
therefore then,
shower.
number 3, an item you might hide from your kids. Trish,
I'm a winner here. Cartridge,
what is that?
like a gun cartridge.
Yeah, it's a
You would be hiding that from the kids, wouldn't you, if you had it?
Use
Trish,
some
I
normal
hate to break
words.
the news to you, but guns are banned, okay, in Australia.
I know
so
that.
you just watch yourself.
Matthew?
What did you have?
I had Caligula, which was it was a movie.
Very
It
raunchy.
was a movie in the 80s about a Roman emperor, and I've seen the movie, and it's disturbing.
What's the rating?
Oh, it'd be
R
R.
plus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
R.
I would not let you guys watch that. So
That is-
Caligula. I
You know
was
they're
like,
going straight to find
Jack,
it now, don't you? They've
I
told
had
them.
car keys.
Oh, good, Dad. Good.
Ah.
See, that's a good answer. I'll give it. You all get that. Mum and Dad, 3. Jack, you're still on 2.
Oh, I better not say this
a
next one.
nickname for your spouse. What did you say, Trishy? You can beep if
It's a bit rude.
well, they can beep, but we put beeps in, Tabby.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
Oh, I want to apologise to everyone she just said there.
I don't think I can give you
No,
that
no,
because that's not a.
that's disgusting. That's not the nature of this podcast.
Buzz it off.
I,
That's really
not
hard.
only
That's
can I not
really
give it
bad.
to you.
Oh
but-
my God!
What
Get
did
off
you
your
have?
pedestals.
Off.
You
I went
holier
Cleopatra.
than that.
Oh, I did. Does that?
Does not even make sense.
I don't know if
No, because your eyes, brown eyes, you got desert eyes.
Jack. What did you have?
I'd Care Bear.
Oh,
yeah.
you're a winner, Jack.
Jack's in love.
I
I'll
know.
give.
Yeah, and I'm 28 years married. That's appropriate.
Oh.
My people
It's
would
not, you
agree.
know.
I'm only gonna give that to Jack.
Yeah,
So
fair
it
enough.
makes it 4-all on these ones. No, 3-all. Sorry, across the board. Coming to the last one, the most creative answer I will give to the winner.
I'm
okay?
coming last.
No, everyone's on 3. Something you can draw on. Jack, you can start.
Car.
Oh, geez, you used car for 3
didn't he?
answers.
It was every answer. Just about.
Matthew.
He's changing his answer.
No, I
Hang
didn't.
on.
I added some too because I thought it was something you can drown in. 'Cause I can't read
Your
your
spelling
writing.
is
He
horrendous,
even
Cooper.
said draw on a number of
Yeah, I
times.
didn't hear it. I was concentrating on other things. Something you can draw on. I wrote a Coca-Cola can. 3 C's, guys.
You
3
don't
C's.
get-
No, that's not
Yeah, you
bad.
don't get. Yeah, you don't get. Mine is a carousel.
Oh god.
Draw on a carousel.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
like a carousel. They're
Car doesn't seem so bad now, does it, Cuba?
What, she said it twice.
No, after those 2 shit answers.
Mine's amazing.
Coca-Cola can.
I
Yours
think I'm
is
going to give it.
horrible.
I think I'm going to give it to Big M.
Thanks.
The use.
Stuff.
I'm surprised no one said card.
I think using. Yeah, that would have been good. But using or cardboard. But using 3 C's as well as a piece of art that is a Coca-Cola can because they do graphics on it and stuff like that is very
that's right.
creative. So I'm
Andy
gonna give that
Warhol
to you.
just used
You
to
don't
draw
even
them.
know what a carousel is. So how can you not give it to me?
Like a horse carousel.
horse
Yeah.
Why the
Carousel,
hell?
We know, but why would you draw?
Yeah, but they're all drawn on and artistically drawn on.
No, I'm sorry, but if you went up and drew on a carousel at the show, that is vandalism.
Yeah,
That is
that-
desecrating
as I'm
a
an
defenseless
artist
carousel.
and have sold an artwork, I would be classified as an artist and therefore able to design and paint and draw on a carousel.
Then would you
And I think-
say car is an acceptable answer as well?
Because car is also graffiti.
You know what? You could,
Listen,
Jack.
Listen to Trish go. Nice one, Banksy.
Oh, Matt, do you have a red hot
Surprised you
question?
even know who that is.
Yeah, right. Question I have.
Go.
Don't you know who Banksy is?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you do.
I saw his gallery in Sydney. So
Did you?
It has been, unaccepted.
Very gnarly.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
cool.
my red hot question is this: if you could be any of these artists, who would you be? Elton John.
Not after last week.
This one's a little odd. John Bon Jovi. I don't know where that one came from. Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Joel. Dr. Dre. Eminem. Timo-matic.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Timomatic.
Now, this is pretty easy.
My
really.
answer is car. No, I'm going with Dr. Dre Cobber because he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a billionaire.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Timomatic.
Yep. Cool.
Um,
Sing at the NRL Grand Final.
I'm trying to.
I think it was Origin Cobber.
I think it's Origin. Yeah. What was his big song?
I'm.
I see you staring. What you wearing?
Nice one. I'll go out and try to buy the album. You, Trish?
Oh, Taylor all the way.
Taylor Swift. Yeah.
If only I had an ounce of that talent.
Again, she's fishing for praise. Oh, Dale, you have. You're better.
What are you talking about? I can't dance. Oh, I can't
know.
sing like that.
Trish, he knows.
Oh,
He's
no.
not-
I don't look like that.
Trish, you're
Nor
selling
have I-
yourself short. I've gone Eminem.
Yeah, he's
I'd
come
like
good.
to be
Was
a-
Eminem on the
Yeah, but
list?
he's
I
had
didn't
a
even hear
very,
he was
very
there.
hard
Yeah,
life.
I-
He's released his new album.
The death
it's-
of Slim Shady.
perfect,
Yeah,
perfect
it's-
segue. So we're
Yeah,
gonna talk
and
about
it's Slim Shady versus Marshall, which is who he is.
Marshall
he's-
Mathers.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
like
very cool.
Eminem.
that new
I do
song,
too.
Houdini, is a beauty.
awesome.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is good song. It's blowing up on radio too. They're playing it on everything.
Hey,
Yeah, I
Jack,
love
you might be able to check this out. You'd be aware of it. I bet you Steve Miliband's
Miliband, yeah.
Abracadabra has gone through the roof.
Oh,
as
would
well.
have.
Oh yeah,
In
maybe.
downloads?
We'll see. A lot of people, you know,
Okay, no
I think
worries.
you overestimate people like thinking they might think that's not sampled. Some people,
Yeah, you know, a lot of people actually. It's a good point.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't actually know that original song.
Yeah, right.
No,
Like
they
the-
absolutely wouldn't.
oh
not
no,
your
a lot of
generation.
older
Yeah.
people, our generation.
Yeah,
Like, it's
we know.
blowing up on the charts
It's
right now,
awesome.
Trish, because of the younger generation.
Yeah.
But it'd be
Well,
very
I don't know, I
interesting
like
for people to know whether that, you know, that whole tune that they know that's been sampled from Abracadabra by Steve Miliband.
Well, Burt Wonderstone, if you've seen that, you'll know it is.
That's where I first heard the song. Whenever it's the incredible Burt Wonderstone, one of Steve Carell's better movies.
Would
I don't
ya?
know. Oh, I think it probably sits somewhere in the mid range.
Yeah.
What's it called?
The incredible Burt Wonderstone. He's
I've
a
never seen
magician.
I like Steve Miliband.
Yeah, I like
San
San
Oh, I do
San
too. They've got some
Francisco
great
boys.
stuff.
The Joker.
Joker, Rockin' Me.
Yeah, that's a good
Um,
album.
Yeah. Joker, what was the other one?
what's that?
Take the Money and
No,
Run.
Airline? What's it?
Jet Airliner.
Jet
That's
Airliner.
That's a good song.
Well, a lot of
Nothing
them, a lot of
is
Steve Miller
far
Band's
away.
songs actually made it big on movies as well. Like the I'm a Joker, that was on the Love Guru. Remember that, Jack? That was huge on there with Michael Myers.
Oh yeah, what's another one?
Not the villain.
The
Michael
villain,
Myers.
Michael Myers.
What's another one?
What's another what?
What's another one?
Well,
You
the
said that-
Incredible Burt Wonderstone with
Yep.
Abracadabra.
Yep.
Pretty sure Trump walks out sometimes to during his rallies walks out to Jet Airliner.
Does he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's got a few rally anthems. What do you actually? Well, after we haven't spoken about it yet, have we?
No,
Oh,
about the attempted assassination,
Assassination.
Yeah.
which I have to say I immediately thought was a publicity stunt until I found out someone was killed.
Killed. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Well, look. It
Like he's a
He-
great
he-
marketer. I wouldn't have
look,
put it past
look,
him.
yeah,
But, you know.
it's let's not even contemplate that because people were killed in it.
Mm.
But I say this: it has been done in political history before. There's talk that Putin did it once. He had the Busland school massacre, of which he blamed on Chechens, and all his political opponents believe that he did it to make himself more popular and get re-elected. But this,
Well-
but tell you how,
To be honest, I think he's a shoo-in now.
Oh,
After this,
he'll
I
clean
mean,
Is he still going to go to jail? Is there still talk of him going to
no,
jail?
I don't know.
Oh, they
No,
can't.
no,
He's
no.
not going to go to jail anymore after the.
But mate, how lucky was he? See the one with, and it was someone from News took it. They had all these photos apparently down of the shooting, and had it on the paper, in the paper of him sort of holding the ear and that. When they went back and had a look, there's one that you see the bullet.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Literally 6 inches behind him.
Yeah.
wow.
Like how close
After-
You
it is.
see like like when there's a jet in the air and you see like the white
line.
lines in like the clouds kind of thing. It was like that. You'd
Wow.
see like the streamer where it just went past. Trish did say before she thought it could have been a conspiracy theory. That was my first thoughts as well. But then when I seen that the shooter was sort of put down and killed
Yeah.
afterwards, I thought, can
Yeah,
they
yeah.
really do a conspiracy theory and then kill
No,
someone? I
no,
don't
no,
think.
no.
But,
There's no
someone
conspiracy.
was killed behind him. That was
Yeah,
sitting
yeah.
behind
A
the
dad
that's
was
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like attempted political assassinations and political assassinations is nothing new to America.
No.
Abraham Lincoln,
Yeah,
back.
Yeah.
Well, and the rest. There's-
Was who?
JFK,
Yeah,
Robert
obviously Robert
Kennedy.
Kennedy. And there was an attempt. Was that Reagan?
Ronald
There was
Reagan. There was an attempt on Ronald
yeah,
Reagan.
he was shot, but he made it.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes, yeah, he
He
was
was
shot,
shot,
but he
yeah.
made it.
Yeah.
Pope John Paul, remember that one?
Oh,
And,
there was the popes were big ones. Targets.
Prince Charles at Darling Harbour. There was
Really?
one there. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Can I ask,
Wow.
has any
Australia.
former president or prime minister ever been assassinated or attempted assassination after they've been out of their term? Like once they retire or whatever, have there's ever been assassination after it? Or
there was a Japanese one not long ago.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Happened, I
A
think
couple
it
of
happened.
years ago. And that was Japan, wasn't it?
Oh, was it? Yes, it was Japan.
Yeah, it was really unusual.
Yeah,
You would
very
think, though-
unusual for Japan.
Mm.
But if you think it's going to happen, it's probably going to happen at a time where they're extremely powerful. Like
Absolutely.
after they've
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
moved
Very
on past that.
infrequent that it's
It's a
once
very
they're-
less likely.
post their career.
But Trish, what Trish said before, like honestly, like there's a couple of blokes I know that backed him at $1.60 to win, and they're after yesterday. Honestly, should be $1.05
Mm.
because the whole let's compare it to what's going on with Joe Biden.
Oh my
Poor
Lord.
old Joe, like falling as he's trying to go upstairs, and
Yeah.
Muffy calling Zelensky Putin.
Oh my Lord.
The worrying part of that is you just go, he's so vulnerable. Like someone else has to be pulling the strings because
Yeah.
like he isn't making the big calls.
That's-
And even if he
Can't
is,
be,
that's
yeah.
a worrying sign.
Doesn't that show you, like with Biden, and I hate talking politics, particularly when it's overseas politics because it's not our country,
Yeah.
but it just shows you, doesn't it, with someone like Biden, you go, who is sitting behind the scenes
Mm.
Yeah.
making all these decisions?
Big
Do
money.
you know? And do you know what? Like we say that, we say, "Oh, it's not our country, so we shouldn't be worried." But given that America is the number one powerful country and ally of Australia,
Yeah.
we do need to be
Their influence
concerned
on
about.
us.
We do need to be
Many
concerned about
influences
who's
on-
going to be leading their country.
Okay, 5 countries who have the best relationship with America. Do you want to hear? I only remember 4 of them. I know. But you want to hear them?
Yeah.
Right? Politically and economically, it's been proven these countries, have the best
Okay.
relationship. Japan,
Yeah.
Yeah.
South Korea. I think
Do you
South
know
Korea is
Japan,
number 3.
Japan does surprise me given the history.
But I think that's why.
Yeah, it's why.
Because
They had a long occupation there, the Americans.
So I watched Oppenheimer again last night by myself. It's better the second time.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, it's freaking.
If you think, wait till you see it the third time. It's actually better the third time.
Oh, I should
No.
say 6th time.
Eighth
Amazing.
time
Those sort of
is-
things
eighth
I'll never
time.
forget.
the best one.
Yeah. I did the director's cut. You got to watch that. So Japan. Then number 3 was South Korea. Number 2 was Australia.
Oh.
I'll give each one of you a guess. Number 1.
Ally, yeah.
Yeah, a country in the world
Yeah.
that has
China.
No, not anymore.
I'll country.
Make it quick.
Yeah.
Jack, Trish. You
Germany?
Oh, it's Germany, isn't it?
I'll go
He's
Turkey.
Poland.
Ah.
Poland.
Poland have the number 1 relationship with as far as strategic defense,
They're right behind the mountain.
economics,
now.
because they sit in Eastern Europe traditionally with the Cold War.
Mm.
So they,
Yeah,
so-
interesting.
yeah, and the proximity to the Middle East. They were saying that's the reason. So there you go. You learn everything every day, don't you?
You are just a little encyclopedia.
I'm a
there.
font of
Cooper,
knowledge.
you could literally, I'm getting very concerned about Cooper.
Yeah.
He has no political views.
Yep.
He's got no political knowledge. And
He's
like,
got not a very
Cooper.
good personality.
Cooper, I think you need to be more concerned about the world beyond
So I
Cooperville.
asked Cooper before. I said, I asked him before on the
just came
quiet
out.
'cause
I like that.
wanted to
Wow,
give-
you're brilliant. Where does it come from?
That's
I'll
genius.
never
I
know.
want to give him a heads up on that. I said, I'm going to ask for the 5 countries that have got the biggest influence. I said, can you go? And he went, New Orleans. And I went, New
you joking?
Orleans
No,
is not a country
he's taking
and
the
it's in the US.
Are you joking?
He's clearly
You
taking
are
the
a
piss.
dope.
Trish?
I said, look at you. He's
Mate.
one of the biggest liars of all time.
I'm going to escalate that
Mate,
refund of
that's a
school
lie.
fees. Seriously.
Okay, Trish, you got to
Go to a break. Go to a break.
No. So, hang on a second. It's the Cooper Johns podcast already, isn't it? We won't go to a break. Now we'll go to a break. We'll take a break back shortly. And welcome back. Now, Trish, you got some feedback for
A
us?
little bit, yeah. Following on from our high rollers chat last week about people that won't leave their seats and soil themselves.
You.
A listener, Kelly, told us about a club where her husband worked,
Oh, here we go.
where they found, pardon me, I'm losing my voice.
getting
What a
emotional.
tragedy. Found a turd in the pot plant next to a lady as she played the pokies. So then they went and reviewed the
That's awesome.
CCTV footage, and it was her. Needless to say, she was thrown out and banned.
I saw a thing on TV last night that showed a woman
Not
who
that
was,
far from
who was
Sydney.
shopping, and they see a woman with a butt standing behind her, frantic, and finally just gives up the fight, drops her pants, and does a shit in the supermarket. Right, in the supermarket, like in the cold section where all the meats sit in those areas there.
Oh, that's
she
all right.
squats on that and does it there. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Where did you see this?
I don't know. I saw it somewhere.
I think you
I
dreamt
must have
that.
been
I think you
high.
did too.
Daddy.
Nathan tells us he's in Japan with his family and he found a sizzler.
Oh wow!
in Japan.
I wonder what
Wow.
Japanese sizzler's like.
Oh yeah.
Sizzling
Sizzler.
Mongolian
Sizzler.
beef and lamb is one of my
Yummy.
favourite dishes
Yeah,
ever.
Mongolia,
Not that
yeah.
that's going to be...
Sizzler, not sizzling. A sizzler restaurant.
Yeah, I know, but I was just sorry. It just segued
And
me
Mongolian
into...
beef, Coop, it's Japanese.
Yeah.
No,
I
it's
never
Mongolian
saw those on the.
beef's Mongolian.
No,
You
but-
idiot.
No. I'm saying,
Hang on.
Oh.
Japan.
No, Mongolian beef is actually served in Chinese restaurants, so Matt.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
boom, back
Yeah,
to you.
exactly.
They share
right.
a border.
Where is
Well-
the sizzler at again, Trish? Just say that one more time.
In Japan.
Yeah, good.
He
Just
found
to make
one in
sure
Japan. Yeah.
listeners realise who the stupid one was in that
I
conversation.
don't know. We'll play that back. I don't understand.
Oh my
replay
lord,
that.
I'm
Let's
getting
go to the
really concerned
bunker.
about you.
Yep. Sorry, Trish.
Torval and Dean are having a farewell tour. Who's going?
I thought they were both dead.
No, this is the question I was after. Thank you, Cooper. Torval and Dean were like an ice skating duet sensation from the Olympics back in the 80s maybe?
Yeah.
Wait, so they're doing a
They're an
farewell
English
tour
couple. They're doing a
of what?
farewell tour ice skating, I guess.
Like, what are they just going to ice skate around?
No,
a
they
ring?
ice skate dancing. You know,
That's what they
the
do.
couples, they throw them in the air,
mate,
spin
they're
them.
very good. The way
Yeah.
they do the stuff they do, the twirls.
But
the
they'd be a
things.
fair age.
They would be.
Yeah, so they're coming to Sydney. There's a farewell tour if anyone's interested.
By
And they
farewell
also
tour-
Google that.
they train lions and do that stuff as well.
No, I believe, Cobber, that's
Siegfried and
and Roy.
Sorry, wrong one.
Didn't one of them get mauled by the tiger? in the
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he died.
end? Yeah.
Did he die?
I'm pretty sure he died.
Are we going to go to Vegas next year?
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
not
worry,
sure.
we are.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sorry, Trish. What else?
And remember we were talking about Nick Cannon last week with the 12 kids to the so many women and the bizarre kids' names? I saw this. Nick Cannon says, oh, you hear about all these different celebrities insuring their legs? So I was like, yeah, hey, I've got to insure my most valuable body part. So he's taken a $10 million insurance policy on his most prized asset.
Testicles.
Well, his penis, I'd imagine.
Oh
Oh,
God.
what?
Are you sure about that, Trish, or are you just sort of speculating?
No. Oh,
Because
no.
I'd hate for him for Nick Cannon to sue us when he listens to this podcast.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's accurate? Or did a listener just send you that and then you
No,
take it
I
as a
saw it.
And did it just say his
Since it's
most...
someone else's
Maybe it's
dream.
something like BuzzFeed.
Oh, true.
Oh.
Is
Is
that
this like
factual?
that time where you read that,
Trish.
Is that factual?
the Daily Blue,
Okay,
that
it
fake
is
news,
alleged.
that fake news article, and it said that old MILF reminisces on time she had three-way with the Johns brothers,
Yeah.
and you thought that was a real article.
Trish sent me through Batuta Advocate, and she sent it through and went, "Do you want to explain
No,
this?"
and I think it's like Night Out.
And
isn't it?
I sent it back and said, "Trish, it's a fictional newspaper."
It wasn't the Batuta Advocate. 'cause
That was
I
the
knew
Daily
that.
Blue, the Newcastle version.
Hey, you better be careful, Cobber. Don't throw stones. Remember when you came in here about 6 weeks ago and told us that Rocky 7's coming out? And it was a fake trailer?
Yeah, it's true.
They reused just old Rocky clips, and Dad's going, "How good's this look?"
Yeah,
well,
and
it did look good.
Yeah, and you actually put it into the mic. You actually put YouTube on into the mic.
Yeah,
Ah, you're a cute kid.
yeah. No.
Anyway,
A little bit.
good
no.
on
Rightio,
you
guys.
today.
Well, I enjoyed that today. I said it was fun. It was good. You were good, Trish. You got to have coffee more before you come. You give us
No, I
good
like this
content.
seat more. This might be my spot. Actually, next spot,
your good
before you
side?
go away, I think I'm going to hop in your chair.
Oh, two big shoes to fill.
She's hit
Whatever.
every chair the
Don't wanna
last.
bite
She's
off
gone
more than
here,
you
These
do.
there.
these are definitely more comfortable, these chairs.
Why did you change to that chair today? Are you just trying every chair to see what angle makes you look?
Mixing it up. I got
Well, let's
bored.
ask Tabby. Is that Trish's good side,
This is
Tabby?
my good side, Tab.
Yeah. Come on, have a stab.
That's not very promising.
It's you can't win with that. Tabby's so flustered, she just
Oh,
threw her own phone.
She's literally burning red in the
Oh my
face. Paul.
God.
Tabby, it's okay.
Tabby just gouged her own eyes out.
It's okay.
Oh, Tabby, that's
Oh.
good. Okay.
Amazing.
Okay, we've only got one more ep with Tab before she takes off for the
yeah.
Paris Olympics as well, and then she's leaving us.
And Tabby, we're going down to Marseille. We're in a bit of a travelling troupe that's going to go down to Marseille to watch the Matildas play. I can't wait for that.
We'll unpack it all next week.
Yeah. Please don't say that. I hate when people say unpack.
Unpacking, yeah.
Yeah.
Righto.
Journey.
Have a great week, peeps.
Unbox.